and Harrison wants to catch this thing, right? So he's bringing out a
Mhm.
Pokemon, and this is fucking rad. He's got a Blazingken. Woo!
Blazingken!
420 Blazingken, am I right?
Actually, no, its number is 257.
You shut the fuck up. What's up, piss babies? It's everybody's favorite arc. It is the, we did this last time. We did this in Kanto. We're doing it in Johto. It's everybody's favorite arc. Everybody knows the arc, right? When we're getting up to the league and we need to talk about torches, right, piss babies? How long can I say piss babies for? For some reason, we voted that's the community name, and nobody's revolted. I think that if anybody was going to hold a revolution, it would be the piss babies. I mean, piss would be everywhere. We would flip so fast, and I don't care. I'll turn easy. But that's why I, Graham, the one who flip-flops like a Magikarp, am joined by Kellan on this TCAT journey, and Kellan is a stubborn ox, a Buddha, really. You cannot push him with mind nor will. Kellan, how's it going?
It's going,
See, such a Buddha. Such a resolute, stoic character in our lives.
Mm-hmm. But I'm just glad that piss babies we're sticking with it. It seems no one said no, so that means
mad. Yeah,
it was a resounding yes from the community.
I did see a series of comments recently though about the episodes. Here's looking at you, Elekid, and you're a star Larvitar, saying that we didn't notice that the animation was different. And you know what, Kellan? I didn't notice.
No.
Do you know what that was about?
I meant to bring it up because I did know, but
it was the first
here's looking
digital
at you,
episode.
Elekid. It's the first digitally animated episode. Yeah.
Yeah, we did forget to call that out.
Yeah. But so I don't notice that much of a difference.
I thought it was a relatively smooth transition. I mean, it's been a while since we've had episodes that really made me think a lot about the animation. Like they really pumped them out at this point in the series. There was a time earlier where they played around with the animation a bit more, and it happened to filler episodes too. But there was that period where there was a sequence of fillers that were just like really well animated. I think the one, I don't remember what it was called, but a Hypno was controlling people. Maybe Pikachu Revolts.
Yeah, Pikachu Revolts. You liked that one a lot.
The animation was just wild. Like it was like a different show. Yeah. And it's weird because it's Orange Island. It's a filler season. And yet this one random episode, they were like, let's go hard. Nobody cares about this plot, but let's do it.
Well, what's going on? What's happening?
Okay, nerd updates. I think I haven't talked about Fantastic Four on the pod yet, have I?
Nope. No, you have not.
I have seen Fantastic Four. Okay, and in July we got two pretty decent superhero movies, Superman and Fantastic Four. Now, first of all, I like them both. Okay, so this isn't like a culture war kind of thing. I'm not saying like one sucks, one's good, bad. But I do think it's fun to say, like, okay, which one you preferred? What's kind of your style? I did like Superman more. I fucked with Superman's morality, the stories of, like, why he does what he does. I thought that it had some really interesting ways it was shot, and the soundtrack was really fun. And I just fucked with the overall look and vibe of Superman a bit more. Although, Fantastic Four, I am happy to admit that it is the first Fantastic Four movie that is decent. Yes.
Wow.
We did it. It's not horrible.
Amazing.
It took so many tries. I think this is like the fourth version. Oh, that's what the 4 is for.
Oh, there you go.
And
it was
finally,
meant to be.
It doesn't suck ass. It's decent.
Kismet.
There was some writing stuff that didn't land for me, and I'm not going to spoil it because they happened way later in the movie. The performances were good, characterization's good, pretty fun. I do think they captured the spirit of the Fantastic Four, and actually their villains too, set up that nicely. So things are moving along, and I'm excited to see how they transition into the main MCU and what they're going to do. I mean, the movies have been kind of lukewarm, so I kind of expect that to continue a bit, but they're not bad. But anyways, Superman I fucked with a lot. That was fun.
I remember seeing one of the Fantastic Four movies when I was like a young child, but I don't remember anything about it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They've been like trying to make it a thing for a while, and it just does not catch
Mm-hmm.
on. People are like,
Yeah.
yeah, okay. Really? Again? All right. Okay, what's going Okay, I guess oh. And now it's Miles Teller and it's like dark. Oh my god, this is horrible.
How could they?
Yeah, when you were
The
I mean, it
betrayal.
could be any of them, but you were a kid, right?
Yeah,
Like
I
a
was a kid. I
small
saw it with some
child?
friends.
It
Yeah. And my one friend ate all of his popcorn before the movie started.
Oh my god. It was probably Rise of Silver Surfer from like 2007. So you would
It's
have been
probably something like
8?
that.
You would have been 7 or 8?
Something like that.
Probably that
Yeah.
one. Not a good movie. No. The other option is just Fantastic Four from 2005. So,
It was probably that one, actually.
slightly better than Rise of Silver Surfer. Not good, but it's okay. Movie's okay.
An okay movie.
It's in the okay to bad territory. The newest Fantastic Four is in the good territory. It's just good. It's not great. It's
Good for it. Good for it.
The good four.
Yeah.
The decent four. Oh, also, like, when those first Fantastic Four movies came out, I was like, stretchy guys, I don't know. But since then, I've read all of One Piece, so I'm like, stretchy guys, fuck yeah.
Hell yeah.
Now I'm a stretchy guy stan. When I hear there's a stretchy guy, I just go bonk.
Do we need to get you a Stretch Armstrong?
I had one when I was a kid, and the
Oh my
adults
God.
were all playing with it, and they broke it.
How could they?
This was Christmas.
What an absolute disaster.
I wonder what year that was. Let's say 95, 96. Whenever Stretch Armstrongs were the rave.
Did they break it like immediately?
Like
was it a
the
while?
Christmas morning that I opened it up. Yeah.
Oof.
Yeah. I mean, it was an accident.
Yikes.
But also, I actually
Still.
blame the Stretch Armstrong marketing because they were like, because the marketing was like, you can stretch this thing infinitely and it will not break.
Mhm.
Right? That was the marketing. And then the adults are like, oh, let's play it. Let's see this thing. And then it immediately breaks. So I blame the marketing.
I guess.
I blame the marketing.
That's fair.
That's what I said as a 5-year-old, Kellan. I was like, you know what? This sucks. Christmas is ruined, but I blame the marketing.
Well, I brought this up a few months ago, I think at this point, but I finally finished the new Hunger Games book, Sunrise on the Reaping.
Okay, got some reviews for us. Sunrise
It
on
was
the
good.
Reaping. Oh, so it's the Fantastic Four of Hunger Games books. It was good.
Well, that implies the other ones aren't good.
Oh yeah,
and
you're
they
right,
are.
actually. Yeah.
So,
but it's worse than. It's not as good as like for you as you don't like it as much as the original series.
probably not, but it really fills in some gaps and some history, which is nice because it's a prequel. It's set 24 years before the original trilogy, centering on Haymitch, the mentor of Katniss and Peeta, and his games, the ones that he wins, which is not a spoiler because you know that in the Hunger Games.
Okay, fill me in because I don't remember my Hunger Games stuff. There was that movie that came out recently. That was also a prequel. Is there a book
that was
of that, or was that an original?
That was the first prequel.
Oh, so this is the second prequel.
This is the second prequel. So now, in terms of the chronology of the Hunger Games lore, we have the Ballad of Songbirds and Snakes, which is the 10th Hunger Games. We have Sunrise on the Reaping, which is the 50th. We have the Hunger Games, which is 74th. Catching Fire is the 75th, and then Mockingjay is the Revolution.
And then there's no more Hunger Games after that because of the Revolution.
There's nothing after that,
Spoiler.
because what else would happen? There wouldn't be anything interesting afterwards. It's like if they made a weird sequel after the last Harry Potter.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
That doesn't exist.
That was a play.
Yeah, and doesn't exist.
What if they did, you know, like how at the end of Animal Farm, spoilers, like the animals take over the farm, but then history like repeats itself and they kind of become dictators? What if like the revolution, you know, equalizes things, but then like they start overdoing their control and taking food from places, and then the Hunger Games get reinstated at some point?
Well, that could have happened if Katniss didn't, spoiler alert for the end of Mockingjay, if Katniss didn't kill President Coin, because she would have also been a dictator. And so Katniss killed the right person, and we had peace in the country.
Okay, but maybe it happens like 100 years later then. When
Okay, well then
Katniss's great 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 grandson, Dick Face Everdeen, is like takes control.
well, at that point, Suzanne Collins is just milking the franchise.
Yeah, well, I'll write it for her if she wants.
Sure, yeah. I would be I would be fine if she wrote one book for every Hunger Games. I'd be cool with 75 books.
That's how much you like Death Games stories.
I love it. It's
Yeah.
fascinating.
What do you like? Do you like just the excitement of like guessing who's gonna like live or die?
I don't
Like,
know.
Or is it the tension or like what is it? Because like I wouldn't say I don't like Death Game stuff as much as you. I would say I don't. But I do like it occasionally. It can be fun. And for me, it is the tension. It's like the sick tension of it.
There is something about death being a punishment that rich people see as okay that really tickles my I wouldn't say my funny bone, but
Your
you know
interest.
what I mean.
Your interest.
My
brain.
interest. It really piques my interest, yeah.
Yeah, because fuck
Something
rich
about that.
people, am I right?
Because I started watching Alice in Borderland on Netflix.
Yeah.
And I only got a couple episodes into it before I was like, this one's not really for me.
Oh, because it's
And
like
I think-
alternate world stuff, right?
Because I think I don't like the mystery as to why is this happening. I like knowing in the Hunger Games, this is because of a revolution. These are the steps that got us to this point. I like in Squid Game, these people are here because of these reasons, because of these rich people. Stuff like that. I don't like the mystery of like, oh, it's fascinating.
Like
Why are they here? What's happening?
Supernatural ones.
Yeah.
Okay.
I like having the reason that could theoretically happen
So
in a real world.
Don't mess with Gantz either. Although I mean that's one from way back when I was a teenager. Gantz is a crazy comic, but that one is also supernatural. So don't fuck with that one. Although, okay, are you excited for the Running Man reboot / sequel thing?
I didn't even know that was a thing until I saw a trailer for it during Naked Gun. But
And
I haven't seen the original or anything.
You don't
but
need to see the original or read the book, I don't think. I think this is like its own standstill thing.
Okay.
But what do you think of the trailer?
Looked interesting.
I think it looks fun. It looks okay, so Running Man is, I will tell you though, more satirical than these others. Like it's a little bit ridiculous because it's a little more action comedy, probably. I loved the original as a teenager, the original movie, which I'm told, because I've never read the book, the Stephen King book, but I'm told that it's quite a bit different from the book, and this new one's going to be closer to the book.
Okay.
Because in the original, the Arnie is like on a game show, and it's like where they send like convicts, and then the game show in the movie is like they have to run through this gauntlet like American Gladiator style of different like gladiators. And one's like hockey themed, and one's electricity themed, and one's like fire themed. And like typically the people that participate on the show just always die, right? They get like murdered by the gladiator. But when Arnie's on, he kills all the gladiators, and it's awesome and brutal and violent. And the host of the game show is played by, what's his name? Richard Dawson.
Oh, really?
Like the old Family Feud guy who kissed everyone.
Who kissed everybody?
He plays like the host of like the Rich Guy Evil game show. Yeah. Which is like
interesting.
Which is awesome.
Yeah.
That's such a funny choice.
Also, the new one's directed by Edgar Wright, which is
that's
exciting.
why I'm interested. Because when they said they were doing another version, I'm like, I don't know. Like there was like what was that other Arnie movie that I liked that they did a remake of? It was totally boring. The one on
Jingle All the Way.
No, they haven't remade that because that's a classic. You can't touch Jingle All the Way. No, it's Total Recall. And I'm like, we don't need remakes of these like Arnie classics. But this sounds like a totally different interpretation of the source material. And yeah, Edgar Wright slaps. So I'm curious, right? Like Scott Pilgrim rules, Baby Driver, Hot Fuzz, Shaun of the Dead is one of my all-time favorites. I love that movie. So
I fucking love Hot Fuzz.
Yeah,
I haven't seen many Edgar Wright
great.
movies, but Hot Fuzz is like a top 20 movie, maybe.
Well, have you seen any of the other ones I named just now?
No, I haven't.
Oh, well, you should watch all of those because they're all good.
I believe it.
They're all good.
Anyway, that's a lot of what's not happening today. What's happening today?
It was one of our longer rambles, actually.
Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Well, that's fine, because my little thing is not... My little thing is tiny, Kellan. That sounded weird. What are the episodes we're covering? And then I'll get into
Today
it.
we're looking at episode 267, Pop Goes the Sneasel, and 268, A Claim to Flame.
In these episodes, we are reunited with our good old pal, Good Show. Remember Good Show? Charles Good Show? Leader of the Pokemon Conference Academy, whatever, blah, blah, blah. All about torches. Well, you know who used to work for Good Show?
Who? Mew3?
Mew3. And actually, we have not seen Mew3 in a good while. What has he been up to? Well, actually, he got another job with Good Show recently. All right.
Good for him.
Mew3 has put aside intellectualism and has decided to lift torch so well. Super good. Words are words, and concepts do things, but muscles do stuff and move things. Mew3 strong. Mew3 has vowed to be the best torch carrier in the world, better than Ash ever could be. Puny Ash, weak Ash. In order to get there, though, he has undergone a tough workout regimen. What does that consist of, Kellan?
I don't know. Will you tell me?
Tail push-ups. 100 of them every morning. Levitation squats. That one's tough on the mind and the glutes. Mean look reps in the mirror. That is tough on your self-esteem. He also eats a balanced diet of leftovers, life orbs, lumberries, and does mental exercises such as...
He eats life orbs?
Yes.
That's dangerous. Those things hurt.
I just Googled what are good Pokemon items. I don't know what the fuck a life orb is.
It damages your Pokemon.
What? It said that it's awesome.
The
Google
boosts...
AI overview told me that life orbs slap. Are you telling me I lied?
It boosts your attacks by 1.3x, but also damages your Pokemon a little bit each turn. So
I'll boost your
risk
attacks
reward
by 1.5x.
Please do.
Okay. He also does mental exercises to stay in tip-top shape. One of them is imagining his happy place, a world where 3 comes before 2. He prays about Ash's downfall every day, and he imagines Good Show complimenting him while he stands in front of a mirror. The big day is approaching, and he's getting ready to carry the flame. He lifts the torch. So light. He's jacked as fuck, so of course it's light. It's a little baby torch, and he's a hulking, bulking mutant of a being. Lifting things up and putting them down is his specialty. He's about to light the flame when Sneasel interrupts. What the fuck is a Sneasel? He says out loud, screaming it into the abyss. It's like Wolverine, but cold and shrill. It keeps talking about the downsides of hypertrophy. It accuses Mew3 of taking steroids. Everyone knows protein and maybe some creatine are the only effective and safe supplements. Mew3 yells as he makes a TikTok about it. Mew3 starts rambling about bro science and fitness strips. Halfway through a set of shoulder shrugs, he looks around and everyone is God. He turns on the news telepathically. Ash is running the torch into the stadium. What the fuck? Maybe he does need steroids. He meets back up with Sneasel to start a steroid sales company. Does it work? Tune in next time for Mew3 and the steroids.
Oh
from
no,
space.
Cliffhanger. Dun dun dun. Fantastic.
I kind of spoiled some of the plots for Pop Goes the Sneasel and A Claim to Flame.
How could you?
But that's what a good bit does.
I'm sure it'll be okay as we get into 267, Pop Goes the Sneasel. So we're continuing to Silvertown.
Yep.
Where we arrive at this building where a bunch of people are gathered around. This is where the torch, this Johto League Silver Conference torch, will start its journey from the Ho-Oh Shrine, which is where we are.
Yep, torch starts here. All right, everyone's excited. There's a huge crowd. They're anxious as fuck in front of this Ho-Oh gate to the Ho-Oh Shrine to do the Ho-Oh Pokey. And there's a man. There's just man. There's this dude in this episode.
Yeah,
his name is
guy.
Man. He looks like a man. He's like, there's a delay. You got to wait a bit longer. Like, nothing to see here. There's a delay, but we're dealing with it, folks. We're dealing with it. Nothing to see here. And through the crack in the Ho-Oh gate, Togepi and Pikachu do the ho-ho dance and sneak in through. Well, Togepi does. Pikachu runs in like the big brother he is through the crack in the door. Yeah. Now, the gang, though, is like, just pushes their way through. Oh, we gotta grab him. Wow. And the man's like, you're not supposed to be back here. Ah, we're back here. Ah.
Be more careful. Blah, 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 blah. And yeah, this guy does not have a name. He's just known as Attendant on Bulbapedia. So.
Okay, Attendant.
So this guy. Suddenly, 2 trainers come run down the stairs in disarray. You know, how dare you tell us, how dare you put us through such violence? and our Pokemon through such danger this close to the Silver Conference when we will put them in violence and danger properly. They run away with their dead Pokemon.
Danger.
Yeah.
League-regulated violence and danger.
Yeah. He asks Ash if he's entering the conference. Yep, and he has a favor. And then some other guy shows up who's like, yeah, I'd be happy to help. And the guy is like, that's great, but I don't know who you are.
Yeah, and no one's supposed to be back here, but suddenly attendant doesn't give a shit.
Yeah.
But this is clearly a trainer because he's got this Houndoom next to him. And he introduces himself as Harrison from Little Root. This is huge, Kellan, because Little Root is big news. You know about Hoenn, Kellan?
I do know about Hoenn. Do you know about Hoenn? That's the bigger question.
I played Pokemon Emerald on a Shmemulator when I was old.
You mean an official copy?
Yes, exactly. I didn't play when it came out, though.
Well, yeah, he is Harrison from Little Root. So this guy's got the torch and the runners, but they can't get to the flame to light the torch. The shrine is named after Ho-Oh, and we get a big history lesson. Many Pokemon and humans died in a war, got injured or whatever. The lake dried up, the earth laid to waste. Then Ho-Oh appeared. A rose-colored flame burned all the weapons to a crisp, so the humans couldn't fight anymore. A great wasteland remained, but from the ashes, the lake and the land rejuvenated. People worked together for peace, and one flame was preserved. That's the flame that lights the torch. And then Brock hits us with, that's why they call this place the Ho-Oh Shrine.
Yeah, that was a sweet detective.
Great job,
stupid
Brock.
Detective. Now, at the top of the steps, there's a long thing of steps at the back of the area. I don't know.
Yeah.
Up to the shrine. At the top is where the flame is. And they go up, and that's where the wild Sneasel is up there. So they dex the Sneasel thing. Harrison really wants one. Okay, so that's going to come back to us. But tell me about Sneasel, Kellan.
Sneasel is an interesting Pokemon. It is better in Gen 4 onwards when this physical special split gets introduced, because it is a physical attacker, but both of its types prior to Gen 4 were both special. So it's really hampered by that.
Okay. Sorry, can you what's the split again? I'm not quite following.
In Gens 1 through 3, moves were physical or special depended on their typing. So Fire, Water, Electric, Psychic, Dark, Grass, Ice, and Dragon were all special. Everything else was physical. In Gen 4, they changed it so that moves were physical or special dependent on their properties.
Oh, right. That makes sense, because 4 is where it started, where you get that little image next to the move, where it'd be like a specially looking thing, or a
swirly.
Yeah, swirl, or a superhero punch.
Exactly. So Sneasel, you cannot have, prior to Gen 4, a dark type move or an ice type move that is physical, and Sneasel's a physical attacker with a bad special attack, so it doesn't get stab at all. So like it hits well physically, but missing out on that physical stab is really rough for it.
So it did become better in later gens. That's interesting.
It got much better. It got an evolution in Gen 4 in Weavile, which is a fantastic Pokemon.
Oh, okay, cool. Because this was a Pokemon I remember when it was introduced, and I kind of thought it looked neat. Like, I was kind of curious about it. But then playing Gold, like, I never fucked with it. Didn't seem very good, so.
Yeah, because you were using those ice moves that it isn't able to use very well before you can get physical ones.
Okay, that's interesting. That it became good later. Maybe I need to try it out in Platinum at some point.
Another single-stage Johto Pokemon that got better later.
Oh,
as goes for a lot of them.
If you had a nickel. I mean, that's cool that they kind of did that, because Johto's, like, great, you know?
Yeah.
And it's a shame that so many of those neat Pokemon were, like, wet blankets.
Totally wet blankets. Many of them.
Anyways, Harrison can read the future, being from Hoenn, and so he wants Sneasel because he knows that split is coming in a gen, and, you know, he's betting on it. Sneasel stocks are going to go way up.
There's also, the Sneasel is guarding the shrine. Any trainers that go up to it get beaten up by it and slashed all about. Like, even the trainers, we get a nice shot of, like, a hospital room with a bunch of trainers sitting around.
Not just the Pokemon, but the people. Just, like, gutted and their arms all broken. One guy's like stuffing his intestines back in. A nurse is yelling for extra stim packs. Like we gotta get this guy up.
And they've also been joined by a Machop and a Machoke. And so no one's been able to get past these guys. All the trainers come back hurt and empty-handed. And so hearing this, Ash is like, well, I'll do it.
Everybody's hurt? Okay. Challenge accepted, and Harrison still just wants the Sneasel. So then we see the gang and Harrison climbing the steps. Okay, that's a cutaway. Team Rocket has heard about the Sacred Flame. We don't know where they were listening, but they were. There is some fun little banter here. I didn't note it all. Well, I'll get it if we need that text at some point. But yeah, some fun banter, but basically they want to steal the Sacred Flame. The quest for fire will make them rich.
They hold it for ransom. So they're at the shrine, and they immediately get karate chopped by a Machoke. Which only scares James a little bit. Just a little bit.
Jesse notices
here comes
Sneasel for the first time and says, that's something I'd use a tissue for. You're gonna take that, Sneasel.
Yeah, apparently. Sneasel yells at them, Math translates, this is their turf, so this is their turf, so we gotta scram. And so, of course, Jesse's not gonna have any of that.
Neighborhood. Y'all are welcome around here.
This town ain't big enough for the two of us. So out comes Arbok, goes for a headbutt, it's dodged, and Sneasel goes for what looked like Fury Slice, or it could have been a slash, I don't know. Which
or
hurts
a
bad.
Scratch. A baby scratch.
Yeah. Meowth's seen better moves on a baby Weedle, and so Jesse throws him into the fight, and he goes to scratch, but Sneasel slashes him up.
Literally throws him into the fight.
Yeah, literally. And then Machoke and Machop send them blasting off again.
Easy peasy. Now the gang's at the top of the steps. Ash almost falls for some reason, but he's picked back up.
Well, he gets hit by the Machoke.
Oh, that's what's going on. Well, Machop and Machoke look awfully mad. They're up there all rigid and like a couple of bouncers after you threw up in the toilet, but you didn't even make a mess. You're like, what's the deal, man?
Your aim was perfect. I mean, I don't know what their problem is.
Yeah, it was a respectful puke. What's your deal, man?
Come on. So yeah, they're at the top, and out comes Corsola for a spike cannon, which gets blocked by Machoke. Houndoom, Harrison's Houndoom, flamethrowers, and Ash takes the opportunity to get to the shrine. He makes it and opens the door, but Sneasel comes in, almost decapitating him.
Oof.
So those claws gotta be sharp.
They are, Kellan, indeed. Totodile's gonna come out to save the day, maybe, but he really just wants to dance. I just want to dance, Ash.
Just wants to dance.
But luckily, the dancing works to dodge Sneasel's attacks for a bit here.
Yeah, and then he goes for a water gun, which is dodged, and then Sneasel's like, hey, look over there, what's that? Totodile looks, and Sneasel just, like, pops him. Bop! And Ash is like, oh, that must have been Feint Attack! What a really lame move in the anime.
What's Feint all about again?
Well, it is called Feint Attack.
Okay.
So they got it right by putting the attack on the end there. Let's see what it says in terms of its description. The move catches the opponent off guard, so it never misses. So it catches the Pokemon off guard. That's how it works, and it doesn't miss. It's a decent move.
It didn't miss, so that's good. I honestly couldn't really tell it from just another slash or scratch.
Yeah. Well, it was the whole, like, hey, look over there, Totodile. And Totodile's like, what's that? And he gets smacked in the face.
You know what? That's sweet.
It was silly.
It was like a sucker punch.
Yeah, except that's a different move, actually.
Okay. Technically.
Yeah. Technically.
But it's like the colloquial sucker punch. Not the literal one.
Yeah.
What would a literal one be? That'd be like if you had a lollipop and you punched it.
That's sure. I don't know.
You hate me, Kellan.
I don't know. A little bit. Just a little bit.
Well, we also hate Corsola, probably.
Yeah.
No, do we like Corsola? I can't keep track. Corsola tackles. Where'd Corsola come from? Well, Misty, of course. Corsola tackles, hits the Machoke.
Houndoom, flamethrowers, Machop back, and Totodile goes for another water gun, which is dodged, and then he's slashed, and a shadow ball sends him flying into Ash. They fall down the tree and fall down the hill into a tree. We're gonna need a different approach.
Oh, that's what those are. Shadow balls. I was just like, Sneasel's dark balls fly at Totodile. No, you're probably right. I just didn't know what it was. Isn't that a ghost move?
Yep, but it's actually physical, so it's better for Sneasel.
Oh, it's a physical ghost move?
Well, Ghost is physical in Gen 2.
Weird. That's so weird.
Yeah. Yeah, and Dark is special, but like here's the fun fact. Dark is a special move.
Okay.
You want to know something interesting? Dark is a special type in Gens 2 and 3. However, when the physical special split happened, every single Dark type move that was introduced in 2 and 3 got changed to physical. It should have been a physical type the entire time.
Yeah. Yeah, clearly. Huh, that's wild.
Yeah. There's your fun fact.
That's it's interesting. I actually don't know if this fact is giving me fun, but it's giving me vigor. It's giving me interest. Yeah, it's giving me an aneurysm.
Yeah.
It's giving me panic. It's giving me bisexual panic. I heard that phrase online. I don't know what it means.
I feel like you should be bisexual to have bisexual panic.
Oh yeah, I guess. But everybody's
unless you're dropping some news. I mean,
no, maybe like 5%, like 95% straight.
You can acknowledge when a man is attractive.
Oh hell yeah!
But it doesn't do anything to you, you know.
Well, yeah, you get it. You
know what I heard? The best way to determine if a guy is fully straight or not, ask him who the most attractive male celebrity is. If they say Ryan Reynolds, they're totally straight.
Okay, I would have said, I don't know, because you know what? My mind automatically went to who do like women say is the most attractive one, not like who I think the most attractive one is. Who I think the most attractive one is, let's say John Hamm in Mad Men.
Okay.
Sure.
And what about what do women say?
Timothy Chalamet.
Shamalama Ding Dong, gotcha.
Timothy Chalamet.
Yeah.
But to me, he's kind of good looking in a way, but he also looks like a Charles Dickens character. He looks like a sickly, porridge-fed little youngster.
You hear that, Chalamet? Are you gonna take that?
I mean, he apparently had a YouTube channel before he became an actor, like when he was a kid, about Xbox controllers. So I think he's cool.
Pretty cool, pretty dope guy.
And he's Paul Atreides. So like, I love Timothy Chalamet. Blah.
All right, where were we? Feint attack.
No shadow
we need
balls.
a different approach.
Shadow balls need a different approach.
Yeah.
Okay, cut to Team Rocket. They're also thinking about approaches. And they realize that Sneasel is one strong cookie. Meowth says, if I eat right and exercise, could I evolve into a Sneasel?
They'd be like, no, Meowth, it's Persian or nothing. I'm sorry, buddy.
And he's like, fuck.
He feels no love about it.
Yeah.
Jesse and James, they confirm private here about what if we retire Meowth and sign Sneasel to the troop?
So then they imagine Sneasel in the chant, because it's all about the chant. And they think it looks cool. It does not, but they think it's cool.
It's fine. I mean,
it's no Meowth. Come on.
Nah, you're right.
It's not even wobbuffet.
No. James wants to think about everything we've been through, though. Meowth's kind of crying. He's listening in. But Jesse calls him a lead weight, so dragging us down the drain.
Oh, Jesse's heart.
To which Meowth says she should look in the mirror. Sneasel's cooler, apparently, so the decision is made.
I mean, he is an ice Pokemon, ayo.
Yeah. Hey, Jesse tells Meowth that he's out, and Meowth seems fine with this. Maybe he'll go ask Sneasel how to be so cool.
Well, they do it, like, very formally. Jesse's like, I regret to inform you that you're out. Meowth's like, oh, that's fine. That's reasonable. I'll ask Sneasel for he's got tips, coolness tips, making me cool. Where he buys his sunglasses, that kind of thing.
Yeah, so we're back at the top of the stairs. Vampy is out against Machoke and Machop. So is Houndoom. Takedown hits hard, as well as a headbutt, sends them flying. And they sent Harrison and Ash tell them to send them flying. And as the Pokemon lunge over top of our Pokemon, they lurch up and send them flying into a tree.
Yeah, duck and a toss, using their weight against them. Very nice. Sneasel here, interrupted. Because up above...
Hold your horsey.
There is a Team Rocket Sneasel balloon. They've replaced the balloon.
How did they do that so fast?
Yeah, that's quick manufacturing.
Prepare for trouble, that Sneasel is ours, and make it double, it'll triple our powers. Okay, that's the motto, except Sneasel, that's right. Meowth's in a costume, which is very good.
He's dressed up as a Sneasel, and he's bringing a present for Sneasel, because Sneasels love Sneasels. Yes.
He brings a gift, but he spills the whole plan to Sneasel. He's like, they're trying to take you. You're doing the whole smoke ball in a box trick. So what I think you should do is take the smoke bomb and throw it back at him. And Sneasel just slashes him back, which makes him release the smoke bomb. And also removes...
I don't care, I just slash.
Yeah, and which knocks off part of Meowth's costume, to which Ash is like, "It's Meowth!"
He goes, "I knew it wasn't a Sneasel." And everyone else is like, "That's what tipped you off?"
Ash. Okay, sure.
Sure.
So the smoke bomb goes off. Team Rocket get in there, off they go into the balloon, but they didn't grab Sneasel. They grabbed Meowth.
Yeah, they
who
got
slashes
the wrong
them up.
Sneasel. He's like, "How dare you try to get rid of me? That was so rude." Does the whole face slashing.
And Jesse throws him out of the balloon, but he grabs onto it. Balloon blows up. They go blasting off again.
Sneasel down by the gang still, and Harrison wants to catch this thing, right? So he's bringing out a Pokemon, and this is fucking rad. He's got a Blazingken.
Blazingken!
420 Blazingken, am I right?
Actually, no, its number is 257.
You shut the fuck up. The dex doesn't even work on this hot chicken baby because it's from, and Brock's like, that must be because it's from the Hoenn region. This glorious fire kicking chicken. You kicked off the whole firefighting fiasco.
Yeah, but he's cool.
He's cool.
Actually, the dex got data on Kecleon, which is also from Hoenn.
Oh,
so that's not the reason why I couldn't get it from Blaziken, Brock.
Why did it have data on Kecleon?
I don't fucking know, man.
Yeah, that's weird.
But no, yeah, he has a Blaziken.
Wow, crazy.
Yeah, starter
we'll talk
Pokemon.
About, I mean, Blaziken, I don't want to go deep into Blaziken because there'll be a time eventually when we do talk about the Torchic line, right? So, I don't know, but
yeah, we can
do you want to
tease it.
Spoil what your thoughts on the Gen 3 starters are?
Oh, you're right. We should save that, shouldn't we?
Yeah.
We'll leave it as a little tease. Blaziken, he's one of my top 3 Hoenn starters.
I like
I'll
that
leave it
he's
at that.
in Pokken Tournament.
Oh, of course, it has to be. Like, if you're making
and
Pokken, you gotta
punches.
use Blaziken.
Yeah.
All right, well, if we're gonna skip over Blaziken for now, where are we at here? Dexter has no data. Blaziken goes for the quick attack. Shadow Ball is dodged. Flamethrower hits Sneasel hard. Finishes off with a fire punch. Sneasel goes down. Harrison throws a Pokeball. Boom. Catches Sneasel.
Oh, yeah. And then Misty and Brock are like, remember the Sacred Flame? Why we're here.
The flame. Well, I've got a question here from the first of the bulk questioning siblings.
Okay. Wow.
Who asks?
They live in Eckertique. They each have
they each have
Snorlax, different colored Snorlax.
They want to know, do you think that if we see Harrison later in this conference arc, will he use this Sneasel, or was it a random capture for plot purposes? Now, I know, so what's your prediction?
Ooh, I'm 50-50. On one hand, that'd be great. I like continuity. I like continuity in my peanut butter. You know, it just adds to the whole thing. So
you got continuity in my peanut butter. You got peanut butter in my continuity.
I would love if they bring back Sneasel with that, but I'm not sure. I do think we'll see Harrison. They've shown too much of him, you know, but it also depends how much they want to tease Hoenn and in what ways. If they are just like teasing versus like if Blaziken's gonna have a role. Like, I don't know the answer, so we'll see. I think it's possible, but I'm not betting on it. I'll say like maybe 30% chance. Like I don't know. It's just so Pokemon to forget, you know?
Yeah.
But I think it's possible.
You gonna put money on it?
No. I don't know. Like a nickel? What do you want? What do you want from me?
I want,
Don't gamble, kids. Gambling is
30.
bad. There's a gambling
38
epidemic going on right now. A gambling pandemic, maybe.
38.58.
It's
please.
sweeping the nation. I ain't giving you shit.
Yeah.
I like farmers' bets, where if you lose, you're just like, well, I lost.
Oh, that's so boring, though.
Let's farmers bet on it. Okay, let's bet a steak on it.
Okay.
A sizzling steak.
Okay. I will not hold up my end of the bargain.
What side are we taking? Yeah, I don't want to bet on this.
Okay, whatever. Remember the flame?
How do you do a probabilistic bet? Because I'm saying there's just 30% possibility.
That's a great question.
Yeah, it is.
But I don't have an answer for.
No.
Remember the flame?
Yeah, well, Sunset does, because they gotta wait till sunset and they verify that the flame is indeed safe. Look at this. Machop and Machoke actually wanted jobs after their employer was displaced. So they've been hired to guard the flame permanently. Ooh.
Yeah. And so the torch is lit, and the torch runner starts. And we learn Harrison's also going to enter the conference, so maybe next time we meet, it'll be in the Silver Conference Stadium. Ash, very confident against his chances, very confident in his chances against this big bad Blazingken. And that's the episode.
Okay, so, this has happened before, but for Literary Hour, I wanted to call out the trope, called Early Bird Cameo, which is where they tease something from an upcoming season, entry, whatever. And yeah, I mean, we love it, Kellan, exactly, because it's a chicken. This is truly the early bird cameo, the early firefighting bird cameo.
Yeah.
So I'll bring up our other favorite, beyond favorite of all continuity drops, of all future telling, of all foreshadowing moments from the Berenstain Bears Big Chapter books. Okay?
Yes.
Where this is a name-only version of the trope in the Berenstain Bears and the Red-Handed Thief when Totodile and his gang are called into Principal Honeycomb's office for a talk with him and Vice Principal Gizmeyer. Totodile name drops Miss Glitch as part of an incident he wasn't the instigator for, and Miss Glitch is later properly introduced in a later book, The Berenstain Bears and the School Scandal Sheet, and becomes a reoccurring character later. Yes, teasing Miss Glitch is really the Blazingken of
the Berenstain Bears. Fantastic.
Yes.
I'm into it. I love it. All right, let's rate this thing.
I think you unironically do like that.
I fucking love the
my
Berenstain
literary
Bears.
tropes are Berenstain Bears.
It's the best. Why wouldn't I love it?
Well, it's easy. It's easy to milk.
All right.
You ever milked a bear, Kellan?
I have not. Is it easy? I feel like it would not be.
Let's rate this.
Let's rate it. So this is the 4-pour, the plastic ping pong pitcher of objective ratings. We're gonna pull 2 ping pong balls with arbitrary categories written on them from the pitcher and rank the episode purely based on those categories. Our first category for Pop Goes the Sneasel will be the episode title.
Oh, it's good. I love Pop Goes the Sneasel. There was several times in the episode I wanted to make the joke Pop Goes the Sneasel, and then I remembered that it's the name of the episode. So it was something we would have made, and that makes me jealous.
Well, let's look at the alternate languages.
Makes me jealous.
In Japanese, Neola and the Sacred Flame, which is kind of boring. Mandarin Chinese, Sneasel and the Sacred Flame. Danish, one too many Sneasel. Dutch, Scratch does the Sneasel.
Okay, hold on. Pause. One too many Sneasel. There's one.
There's a single one.
That is beyond brilliant. What was that in Danish? Oh my God. That's so good. Shout out to the Danish title. And Sneasel for Megget. Great.
Sneasel for Megget. Finnish, On Sneasel Hunt. European French, The Guardian of the Sacred Flame. In German, A Sneasel Goes Around. Hindi, Sneasel the Century. Italian, The Torch. Norwegian, Pop Says Sneasel. Polish, An Expedition for the Sneasel. Brazilian Portuguese, The Flame That Never Goes Off. Portugal Portuguese, There Goes the Sneasel. Latin American Spanish, Sneasel and the Sacred Fire. Spain Spanish, Sneasel the Sentinel. And Swedish, Sneasel Problem.
Okay, so clearly Sneasel doesn't translate into jokes or a funny sounding name in other languages. They didn't do a lot to that. One too many Sneasels, fucking hilarious.
Brilliant.
That I liked a lot. But the English title is great, Kellan. I like it a lot.
It's fantastic.
I'm going to go 8.8.
I was thinking the exact same thing. I had already put it into the sheet.
Wow,
8.8.
That's crazy.
So
I read your
we're
mind.
lockstep. Yeah. All right. Second category will be our paid forward True Zen.
That was from the Slowpoke, right?
Was from something like that.
We're
yeah.
totally at peace with everything.
Well, at the end of the episode, everything's at peace, and we're working at the Sacred Flame.
Yeah, sunsets are peace. Ho-Oh's peace. Yeah.
Yeah, Ho-Oh restored the land to Zen.
Yeah. Oh, it's a shrine. We're at a shrine.
It is a shrine.
That's good.
Yeah. So True Zen will live to see another day.
There isn't a lot of Zenness from characters at all. I mean, Blaziken's got that martial arts Zen a bit.
Yeah, it's not strong,
but there's a
but I
bit
think
of
it's still there.
angst. Like, Sneasel is a thug. Oh, it's still alive for sure. We're at a shrine. It's definitely alive.
Yeah.
I mean, we get the shrine boost, so I'll go 5 just from the shrine boost.
5.
Yeah.
I was thinking 4.3, so we'll get 4.65 for that. Overall, 6.725 for Pop Goes the Sneasel. All right, so we can get into 268, A Claim to Flame. So we're now in Silvertown. We've made it, finishing up some final details. Ash,
before the conference, Ash is getting ready for battle.
Well, he hasn't even looked at the guidebook.
Yeah,
not one time. And here's Gary. Gary's back. He's just chilling out, and he's done all his prep and chosen his Pokemon, done all the paperwork. Now he's just able to chill.
Numero uno or bust, he says. Him and Ash, actually, this is where Gary first uses the numero uno phrase, and then Ash later uses it. And I want to know if Ash even knows what it means, or he just heard Gary say it and is like repeating it.
Yeah, I believe it. It's like when kids think that 69 is the funny number, but they have no idea as to why.
Exactly, and they are too young to like that. They shouldn't. It's like
they just see the number and they're like, "Yeah, that's the funny number."
It's funny,
but they have no idea why.
My nephew, he got into this habit where he will shout ChatGPT, but he doesn't know what ChatGPT is. And he doesn't even say it right. He usually says Chat GTP. Just because that's like a thing apparently that kids will like joke about, but he doesn't even know what it is.
Oh my god. Oh, kids.
He'll be like, Riz, Ohio, Chat GTP. And you're like, what the fuck?
I don't know what the first two words mean in the first place.
Yeah.
So yeah, Gary says numero uno or bust. Ash is like, prepare for a bust. And Gary calls him naive. He has that naive enthusiasm. Yeah. He's gonna set Ash straight this go around. Because remember, indigoleague, Ash beat Gary. He got farther than Gary did.
Yeah, and since then, Gary has been on this like humble arc, right? This like solitary training. He got rid of his cheerleaders. I actually think it's pretty neat that we've gotten like this Gary resurgence, sort of like that. Gary is so different. Indigo to Johto. I like it a lot. I like it how in Johto, Gary is on this like lone traveler going to learn from the land kind of bit.
It's actual character development in Pokemon,
it's actual progress.
Which we don't get much. So we see a bunch of food stalls. The athlete's village is just farther up. And we see an old guy giving out some balloons. It's Mr. Good Show. Remember Mr. Good Show?
I do. So does Mew3. He remembers the gang. Apparently, he's just giving out balloons, greeting the fans. That's what he's all about. Balloon City.
As the president, he has to. That's required of him. Meanwhile, Team Rocket, they're working as servers in a restaurant, a very packed restaurant.
And
the little girl wants to know when her hamburger's done. Very poorly.
Is my hamburger ready, old lady? Oh, and that sets Jessie off. She gets so fucking mad. Old? Who you calling old?
Nearly beats up a child. Meowth, he's doing the cooking. Jessie steals her lunch, which was definitely not a hamburger.
It was very clearly omu rice, which is like this Japanese dish where it's like a thin egg omelet but then like with rice inside it, and they'll have like a sauce on top. It was clearly that because they could make it all cutesy. It kind of had that like maid cafe vibe going on that people talk about. Yeah, I don't know, but it definitely wasn't a hamburger. But yeah, Jessie eats her food because she's like, fuck that little kid calling me old. Yeah.
They're like, there wouldn't be any food without us. And that's a fair point. And they start eating all of the food. When the owner comes in, hey, you're eating all of my profits, and they get fired.
Yeah,
which I think that's it for Team Rocket in this episode. No, it's not. Never mind.
Whole arc, do a shitty job working at a cafe and get fired.
There was a point in the episode where I was like, was that all we got from Team Rocket this episode? And then they show back up. But no, that is not it for them.
So the gang
we're
is
at a
in
giant
this
Poke Center.
Yeah, huge. And we've seen rooms in Poke Centers before, but these are fucking suites. Suites. They got the view of a lake. It is a super nice room. There's a PC in there. Woo.
Pikachu's jumping on the couch.
Oh, that's cute.
Just cute. Yeah, they can use the computer to get data on the other trainers, but it's time for the trainer screening now, where we will narrow down over 200 trainers to 48 in a series of one-on-one fights. Each trainer will fight 3 fights, and the way the math works, you're able to make it to the semifinals if you even have 1 loss. So 1 loss won't knock you out completely, but you do have to hopefully win at least 2.
It kind of made it sound like it's judged, too. Like there's some arbitrariness to it, or some interpretation. 248 is quite the screening. Imagine getting all your 8 badges and then just losing out in these prelims.
That'd be shit.
Ash doesn't understand the rules, but he's like, whatever, I'll just beat everyone.
I'll just win, yeah, okay. So it's Ash versus Salvador, and by random choice, Ash has to choose his Pokemon first. And they do this whole thing about like how, yeah, you have to be a good trainer and everything, but there's still luck involved. It's a long bit.
Yeah, I mean, so that set us up to be like, oh, Ash is at a disadvantage here. He picks Pikachu because, of course. So you think that that Salvador is going to counter, right? Because it's like, oh, Ash is a disadvantage. He's going to counter with a rock Pokemon or ground Pokemon. No, he brings out Furret. But Misty calls it ground? It's not ground.
Yeah, Misty's line is different depending on where you put the emphasis. So she says it like, I figured a ground Pokemon would be stronger against an electric type, which would imply that Furret is a ground type, which it is not.
Right.
If she had said it, I figured a ground Pokemon would be stronger against an electric type, then
it would sound kind of sarcastic. Yeah.
Well, it would sound more like she's like thinking a ground Pokemon would have been better, which it would be.
Yes.
In the original Japanese, she questions why Furret is brought out instead of a ground type. So I think that's what the line is going for. That was probably
what the line was meant for, but the delivery, I didn't catch that. Yeah.
Got it a little wrong.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Interesting.
So Pikachu goes for a Thunderbolt. Furret double teams to dodge, goes for a Swift, which hits. And as Pikachu is getting hit mid-Swift, Ash goes, "Look out, Pikachu!"
Yeah. Look out, you're getting fucked in the face by those stars. Pikachu counters with a quick attack, but this is when Furret shows his ground side anyways, digs underground. Okay, and then he's going to pop up and hit Pikachu with a headbutt. Uh-oh, the music is coming in, so things are really getting crazy. The Furret's digging up behind Pikachu, smacking him again with these digs, keeps digging and hitting. This is crazy shit.
Then another Swift, and Ash is like, "Think, Ash!" And Furret headbutts again. And eventually Ash figures it out. Pikachu jump on top of Furret. Furret tries to shake it off, but no, hang on tight. It goes back underground, where Pikachu goes for a Thunderbolt, which lights up all the holes.
Yeah, explosion. Pikachu's okay. Furret is too. He's just tired. So if he survives the Thunderbolt, he can't survive Quick Attack. So he goes for that Quick Attack and finishes him off.
Pikachu wins. They exchange their GGs.
Have you noticed there's this Pikachu strat that Ash uses that is just Pikachu latch onto the thing's face and bolt it point blank.
I mean, hey, if it works.
Every time it's like, oh my god, that was so clever, Ash. It's like, it's the same thing you did last time. You're like, well, if you can't hit it, Pikachu, latch onto it and then bolt it.
If it works, man, I don't know what to tell you.
No, it is good. It is good. It's just not brilliant, is all I'm saying.
Yeah. And then you get a montage of Phanpy taking down a Machoke and Cyndaquil, Flamethrower, and Executor, implying that Ash won all 3 of his screening battles.
Yeah, so they go to explain the prelims in detail, but really only one of them gets any screen time, so okay.
Yeah. And so we see the trainers that made it through the screening. Harrison's one of them, and there's Gary, and of course, Ash. And then Good Show shows up and explains how the semis work, which is a very interesting format.
A little strange, to be honest. So what they want to do is narrow the 48 down to 16. So everyone is grouped up into these groups of 3, blocks of 3. And they do a round robin within each block of 3. Only one person moves on from that. If you win, I don't know if he explains this here, but basically, for every win, you get 3 points. A draw is 1 point each. A loss is 0 points. The math that works out, though, is it is possible for you to just get a 3-way tie. That's why it's kind of weird.
Yeah, when a round robin is that few people, that few matches, a tie is definitely more likely.
Mm-hmm.
So, well, Ash's plan is to win, and win some more. Great plan, Ash. You're doing really great. Really.
That night,
really on your side there.
that naivete does not keep his brain empty, though, because he can't sleep. He wakes up Pikachu by accident with his tossing and turning, but Pikachu's down with it. They go for a walk by the lake, moonlit lake, talking to Pikachu.
About how the semis are starting tomorrow, and they find Gary sitting on a rock. He couldn't sleep either. Gary's like, well, you got me there. It's okay. That's not really something to get you over, but all right.
Ash is like, I know, you couldn't sleep either.
You got me.
And then Gary's like, I'm actually a vampire. You haven't seen me outside in the daytime in a while. That's because in Eckertique I got bit by a ghoulie force of darkness.
Oh no. They stare at the moon for a while, and Gary just waxes poetic for like 2 straight minutes about life and like circumstance.
Yeah, but it was kind of lame. Because it was basically like, remember when, we were in Pallet Town and then like we got Pokemon, but then like you got Pikachu and like now he's your best buddy. But like what would have happened if that hadn't happened? Then things that would have happened hadn't happened, and they hadn't happened what they would have happened, how they happened. And Ash
We'd
is
be
like,
in different places.
Ash is
in
like,
the world.
wow, yeah, they wouldn't have happened as they happened. And Gary's like, that's what I'm saying. They happened what they happened, but if they didn't happen how they happened, then they wouldn't happen Stansley.
Yeah, and we have so many dreams we haven't even thought about. Ash is just like, Gary, are you okay? Which I also was thinking, because like, yeah, it sounds like Gary's like dying or something.
Oh, like he's terminal.
He's terminally ill.
He's been roaming Johto to come to peace.
Yeah.
That's dark. Hey, you remember that season of Pokemon where Gary had stage 4 metastatic disease?
It was a strange arc, but you know what? It got us some good character moments.
Well, what is that character you've told me about? Is that in Emeralds? The one that...
Wally.
Is that Wally has like a terminal illness?
He's implied to be terminally ill, and then in the
dark.
remakes... And then in the remakes, you fight him in a bed of flowers that in Japan symbolize death.
Oh, cool.
So, yeah, it's wild. And then so you're beating up the terminally ill child. So are you the villain?
Yeah, that's awesome.
Are you the rival? Yeah, that's awesome. Yeah.
Pokemon terminally ill versus Pokemon orphan. You gotta pick which version you want to beat up.
That's messed.
Yeah.
Gary's still confident in his chances of beating Ash, and vice versa, of course. So in the morning, the opening ceremonies are starting. We see Oak and Tracy are watching, Delia's watching, Elma's watching, and the torch carrier has just entered Silvertown. Brock and Misty, they'll be watching from the stands, and Ash is like, great, I'll flap my arms like this so you can see me. Misty's like, you don't have to do that, Ash. We'll see you.
We'll know
Don't do that.
Who you are by how you look, because you look like Ash.
You look like the main character of an anime.
Mm-hmm.
Well, in line, while he's waiting, 2 very official people ask if he's applied for the silver Pokemon footprint panel. This very fancy-looking footprint that kind of looks like a penis.
At first, yes. Then when it zoomed in, I was like, oh, it's like a paw. Weird paw.
It's Meowth.
But at first, I was like, dick and balls?
Dick and balls?
Dick and balls. All right.
That's a penis.
Without the dick and balls, you get disqualified. Gary sees Ash go off with these people and is like, what the fuck is that moron doing? Cut ahead. Ash is hog-tied and roped like the county stampede.
Prepare for trouble since you've been hogtied and roped. Make it double, it's better than we hoped. And they've got Pikachu capsuled, they just leave. And so now it's sunset, so maybe it wasn't in the morning. The trainers are entering the stadium, but there's no Ash or Gary. Ash is trying to bust down the door of this room he's trapped in. Gary lets him out, and lets him out of the ropes as well, and they're on Team Rocket's tail. And they run right into the Torch Runner. Ash catches Pikachu, Gary catches the Flame, and the runner is just knocked out cold.
Oh, yeah. Well, he sprained his ankle, didn't he?
Yeah, but for like a good long shot, he's just laying there face down.
Yeah, dead.
It's pretty good.
Pikachu thunderbolts Team Rocket. They're blasting off, and that's where the Torchbearer has a sprained ankle, and they're like, oh, but they're waiting. It's so bad. In the stadium, everyone's like, where's the runner? They're like, there's been an accident. Don't worry, but there's been a horrible accident. Everybody panic.
Nothing to freak out about, but there's been a terrible, horrible accident. None of like which the eyes you've never seen before.
Yes, but don't worry.
But
Say
don't
your
worry.
shit, don't worry.
It's nothing serious, but a plane has hit the second tower.
But don't worry.
But don't worry about it.
Planes hit the stadium. Oh, Kellan, this is dark. The second stadium. So the Silver Stadium. Second. Okay. The pyramids.
Second Silver Stadium.
Pyramids. Okay. Money.
Aliens.
Aliens. Lizard people. Giovanni. We're getting there. Good show. It's all connected. So
it's all connected.
Okay. The one part I thought was kind of funny though is when Ash and Gary are with the torchbearer, they're like, "What the fuck are we gonna do?" And Gary's like, he gets this like sneaky look. He's like, "I know," and it's like almost like they discovered that like they have legs.
Yeah.
You know? Don't worry, we also have legs.
We do. We have legs. We can run. We can do it.
And Togepi verifies that because she's the first one to spot Ash and Pikachu running into the stadium.
Yep, and it's at night, so no sunset. We've gone past sunset. We've gone through like an entire day in like 2 minutes here. There's confusion about the torch runner, unfortunate accident, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, in comes Ash. He carries it up the stairs, lights the torch, and the conference may finally begin. Good Show tells everyone to battle with honesty, integrity, and honor. And that's the episode. Got through that one pretty quick.
So I'm going to talk about, for my literary hour, something called the heel face turn. So we talk about heel turns. This is like a pro wrestling slang, face and heels. Face are like the good guys, heels are like the bad guys. But it's like more like antagonist, protagonist in some ways.
Mm-hmm.
A heel face turn is where someone who has been an antagonist and kind of like a shitty one suddenly shows up with some actual like good quality, right? So like, so I like Gary's arc quite a bit. He's still the antagonist as a rival, but he shows quite a lot of maturity, and he's an interesting foil for Ash. He used to be a foil for Ash in the sense that he made Ash look like an underdog because, you know, he was sort of the one from the Pokemon family, and he'd had a lot handed to him, whereas Ash is like the upstart who's got to like persevere by just sheer willpower, right? But now it's kind of flipped, where Ash is like taking that to stupid proportions, and Gary is like the one who's like, well, you got to work hard, and you have to think, and you got to use your head. So a character I'm going to bring up is from The Lion Witch in the Wardrobe, Edmund. Okay, we all remember Edmund and his Turkish delight shit. He starts being out as this like self-centered brat. He's easily manipulated by the White Witch. He throws his siblings under the bus. Eventually, though, when he's forced to see and suffer by her cruelty, he takes the first opportunity to switch sides again. So he does grow up, sees that his siblings are good people, and that the witch is a piece of shit. But he starts like with that brattiness again. It's like when a character starts with a brattiness, but then they grow.
Yeah, but then you never forget the brattiness, and I still hate them a lot.
Still hate Edmund?
Sure, yeah, I've read that and seen it, yeah.
Really? You've never even seen a version of Lion Witch in the Wardrobe?
Nope.
Or read it? You didn't read it in school as a kid?
Nope.
Huh. That's weird.
Yeah. You know what else is weird? The forepaw, that's right.
Yeah, weirdest idea anybody's ever had. Let's pick up balls. Let's look at the words on them. Let's talk about those words. What do we got first, guys?
First one will be the repetition.
Well, good
now, we have
show.
kind of a good show. We have kind of a repetitive arc because we're in another conference.
Yeah, the whole area, the whole setting is kind of repetitive. It's very reminiscent of the indigoleague finales arc. It's a little bit different though, so it's not like the structure's slightly different of the tournament, so it's a little bit different. I mean, tournament arcs period are just, you know, the biggest trope ever in shonen anime.
Yeah, so a repeated arc, kind of repeated characters. Team Rocket does a thing, so not a lot of repetition within the episode, though.
No, and like these are just Pokemon and anime things, so it's like I don't want them to count for a ton, right? Because there isn't, like a sort of a blatant repetition. So
I'm only 3.6.
if we control for these things which just are inevitably repetitive because of the medium of shonen anime and what Pokemon has become, it's not that repetitive.
No.
So yeah, I go 3.
So that's 3.3 for that. Final category of the day will be another pay it forward, our rotations per episode.
Ooh, okay. What is rotating? Does the torch rotate when it's thrown in the air and Gary has to catch it?
Oh, great question. I don't know if I can pull up the episode with this weaker Wi-Fi. I mean, I'm sure there's Pokeballs that rotated. That's probably a thing.
I'm sure. Yeah, I mean, there's gotta be a rotation, but...
Mm-hmm. Oh my goodness, the torch rotates.
Okay, yeah, I figured that
It does like 1.5.
So it's not a 0. I don't think this is a good one for rotation.
No, there's nothing I can even think of. Like, we didn't get like a Phanpy rollout or anything.
No, nothing happening with Team Rocket here.
Yeah, they don't... When they blast off, they don't rotate. So it's... Yeah, this is freaking weak, man.
Not a 0, though. I do get the rotating torch. I'll go 1.
Oh, you go 1. I'm going to go a 0.6.
Okay.
So that's 0.8 for that. Overall, Acclaim to Flame gets a 2.05.
That's weak. It was okay.
Unfortunate. It was a fun episode.
It was a good setup to the event.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Well, that is it for this week.
We're continuing with the event, the Silver Conference that is, with next week's episode. Kellan, what are they?
Next week, we're going to take on 2 more episodes, starting with 269, nice, Love Pokemon Style, or in Japanese, League Preliminaries, ! Battle of the Megamashi Flame, ! And episode 270, Taiwan On, or in Japanese, Meganium versus Fushigadani! Spirit of the Grass Types! !
Oh my god, they got Fushigadani? Damn!
Fushigadani's back!
I don't remember who that is.
You'll find out next week.
I'll find out next week, as you all will.
Yes. So join us for those.
All right. Thanks, everyone, for listening. Leave your comments down below. If you're on the YouTube, that's Hydra Leech channel. We love engaging with you on those YouTube comments. If you just want the audio versions only, Spotify, etc., anywhere fine podcasts are downloaded. If you want to reach out to us, that's 2killadelibird@gmail.com. We're also on Blue Sky at 2killadelibird. And there's a Google form linked where you can get us questions ahead. We are bulk recording right now, so please get them way ahead in advance. If you haven't already, you probably missed the boat, to be honest.
Yeah, probably.
Get them ahead to the end of Johto when you can. It's going quick. Yeah, when this is out, I don't think that's going to work. So you know how it is. You know how it be. Anyways, intro and outro music is 80 Synthwave by Alexi Action. Kellan runs a TikTok. Hydra Leeches is the channel, and then twitch.tv/Hydra Leech is where he does his fun live streaming content. Finally, we have a Patreon linked in the description. It's just a tip jar if you want to help support the channel. Throw us a buck, throw us nothing, throw us all your money. We don't care. Well, we value it, but you know what I mean. What did we learn, Kellan?
Yeah, we learned that Graham doesn't care about your money, people.
I don't care about your money.
Do.
I actually, if you send me it, I burn it and I laugh. In like a rich person cackle, like oh. I love burning money. It is so funny
and illegal, I think.
Well, yeah, in Canada and probably the States and probably everywhere. It's probably illegal.
It's easier to burn them in the States. They got the paper money. We got that good plastic money, baby.
Dollars. You can borrow them dollars. Oh yeah. Even our bills are plastic. That's true. Wait, are they still paper in the old Americas?
Oh, wow. Yeah.
Down there,
and they still got the $1 bill.
Y'all still using paper? What year is it?
I know, right?
1992? You still using paper?
Can't believe
Y'all make fun of us for having kids playing hockey on our money, but at least that shit's durable. At least those kids are hardy and durable. You know what I'm saying?
So hardy and durable children. What did you learn?
I learned that there are very little things that rotate in Claim to Flame.
Yep.
I learned that Gary has grown up quite a bit. And I learned that the teacher in Berenstain Bears was teased before she was seen. Oh my god.
Oh my goodness. Well, can we put our heads together and come up with an outro for this week?
2 heads are better than 1. That's why we record the show.
I don't think
I thought you meant like an outro jingle. Oh, okay.
No. We should get one of those, though. That'd be sweet.
Well, we have like the Stinger.
Yeah, but we should
Everyone
get
watch
one that's
the
like
Stinger right here.